Hello and welcome. My name is Sin, and in this tutorial we're going to be having a look at P2P tunnels. So to start off, we have the ME tunnel. The ME tunnel allows us to transfer channels through an ME network. You might ask why you do this. Well, we'll look at that a bit later, but allows you to transfer channels and essentially save some channels in doing so and transferring channels through your base. We next have a EU tunnel, and this EU tunnel is created by using an AE2 power cable. It allows us to transfer EU from point to point through a network. We can transfer fluids by using a bucket. On that tunnel there's a few other options you can use, but I'm just going to pick one to show you how to do them quickly. We can click on a tunnel and give us an FE or an RF tunnel using an RF power transfer item. We can click on redstone, so we can transfer redstone through. We can transfer light level through a network with a torch. And finally, we can use a hopper to create an item tunnel. This is quite useful to do point-to-point transfer of specific items if you don't want to import and then export those items out of your network, because there might be too many, or you just want to move items from this part of your base to another part of your base. And again, you can actually clear these back to default by using a ME cable. So here I'm just going to use a smart cable, and I can click them all back now to the ME, and they're back to default, which is great. And you can go back and transfer, use different ones as you like to create. So that's great. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the ME channel and transfer the ME tunnel, to transfer channels throughout your base. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at how to connect up the ME P2P tunnels through our network to transfer channels. I have two networks on the other side here that I want to transfer some channels to, and I have my working ME controller here. Now, you can connect a P2P tunnel straight up to the ME controller, but I like to connect up a dense cable so I can actually see how many channels I'm actually using, and it also is part of how I color code my networks. So now I have these dense cables. I can actually put the P2P tunnels on the outside of them, and then I need to connect them up to my distribution line as well. And important to note that this distribution line, it actually needs power as well, because P2P tunnels don't actually transfer power, they just transfer the channels. So I'm also going to chuck on a glass fiber cable here and connect them up. So now this should have power as well as here, and you can see that has power now because it's actually transferring those channels and actually displays them. Now, what do we actually need to do with these channels? You can see here that these devices are online, but they're actually unlinked. So we actually need to give them a frequency. So I'm going to right click here, shift right click there with the memory card. And I'm going to do the same with the other memory card that I have. So now I've given these two different frequencies. You can see this is 5C59, and this one here is A745. Now it's very important, and we're going to jump over here and we're going to have a look. So what I've done here is I've got two different channels and the green and blue corresponding. So if I place down some more ME P2P tunnels, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my blue, and I'm going to right click again, but without shift, just right clicking, and I'm going to chuck that straight in the item frame there and get rid of that. And that means that whenever I go to, if I ever have to destroy this P2P ME tunnel here, I can always put that back onto here. So that allows me to save, I guess, that configuration and put that into this ME tunnel here. I can do the exact same here with the green, chuck it into the item frame, and then I can bin that one as well. Now let's have a look here. So if I connect these up here, you'll see that now the 4 channels are being used and they're being sent through the network, and I'll be getting 10 channels here and 14 channels here. So if we run back over here, we can now see that we are using 4 channels because we have 4 items on our network, and we're moving 14 as we had through the green, and we're using 10 through the blue. So this is how you can transfer channels through a P2P tunnel that work for the ME network. It's quite simple, it's quite easy. You do need to power the distribution line as I have done here, and I've used a quartz fiber cable here just to, I guess, break those channels so no channels will come through the blue into the red, which would confuse the network. If you've liked this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more like this, please feel free to subscribe. But as always, have a good day. Sin out.